And Cardinals, Lions, I'm moving towards the under 47.5 and the team total under. I just don't see this as a smash spot for Arizona. Let's move on. Next up, 1 p.m. Eastern, New York Jets 3-10, 1-5 on the road at Miami Dolphins, 6-7, 4-3 at home. We're at Hard Rock Stadium, Miami Gardens, Florida, 80 Fahrenheit, showers, 7-mile-per-hour winds. We have the Dolphins opening up at 8.5-point favorites. This total opening up at 43. It is now moved to 42. When we go over to cash flow in this spot, we have here we go. We have 3,240 tickets in, 70% of the tickets, 85% of the cash on Tua and the Dolphins. 64% of tickets, 92% cash on the over, and yet it's dropped a point. Terry Walker looking at backing the Marlins. Let's go. New York Jets coming off an ugly 39 loss at home to the Saints on Sunday. They've now missed the postseason 11 straight years, tying the franchise longest drought set from 1970 to 1980, also the longest active streak in the NFL. The Jets went 3 of 14 on third down, had only 256 yards of offense. Zach Wilson, 19 of 42 for 202 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. He also ran 4 times for 33 yards. Braxton Berrios caught 6 passes for 52 yards. C.J. Mosley still playing hard, man, 17 tackles. The defense had 3 sacks. New York was missing wide receivers Corey Davis, groin, Elijah Moore, quad, Michael Carter, high ankle sprain, Tevin Coleman, concussion. Saleh says that he expects Carter to return from the injured reserve for Sunday's game, Michael Carter, and he expects Elijah Moore to return from the injured reserve for the final 2 games of the season. So Elijah Moore not coming back for this one. Tyler Kroft, though, is returning from the injured reserve for the Sunday game. Cornerback Justin Hardy was placed on the COVID list. So Michael Carter, their cornerback, not to be confused with Michael Carter, their running back, and running back Tevin Coleman were inactive and are listed as questionable this week. Okay, Dolphins now have 4 players on the NFL's COVID-19 reserve list after adding safety Javon Holland and running back Philip Lindsay. We will go over all the teams that are coming in fresh off their bye week because they're all the teams that are really dealing with COVID issues. So Dolphins now have 4 players: Javon Holland, Philip Lindsay, Myles Gaskin, Salvin Ahmed. That means that all 3 running backs on the Dolphins' 53-man roster are on the COVID list. So they've elevated Duke Johnson to the active roster from the practice roster. So he's a COVID-19 replacement. And for the last 24 hours, they've been working out running backs at their facility. They were last seen winning their 5th straight game, 29 at home over the Giants in Week 13. 2 of 30 of 41 for 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen Waddle caught 9 passes for 90 yards. Their defense swarmed Mike Glennon, sacked him 3 times, hit him 8 times. Xavier Howard had an interception. This Miami defense has given up 55 points, just 55 in their 5-game winning streak. They've allowed only 4 touchdowns in those games. Linebacker Jalen Phillips, the first Dolphins player since Cam Wake, whom I adored, ex-BC Lion Cam Wake, is the first. So Jalen Phillips is the first player since Cam Wake to have at least 2 sacks in back-to-back games. He's the first rookie to do so for Miami since Marco Coleman in 1992. Will Fuller gets another week now to try and get back on the field. Will he be? I don't know. Devontae Parker's back. Will Fuller get back? And only one team in NFL history has started 1-7 and reached 7-7. The 1974 New York Jets. The Dolphins are very likely to get to that spot. But with all their running backs hurt, knowing that Duke Johnson can't really hurt you, and all you have to do is stay in pass defense to make Tua struggle, and Robert Saleh being a defensive-minded coach, why do we not simply bet the under in this game? Bebsie, take it away.
Well, we simply don't bet it because it is very low. And also, I'm really sorry, Jose, but the Jets are a sloppy team. They could very well get pumped. I still don't even see them throwing garbage time touchdowns, to be honest with you. I guess if I had a free play, the under would be the look. I'm just saying it isn't something you're just like, blindly take it. But yeah, look, it's Miami or no play here, even with the COVID. I don't think Duke Johnson is that much of a step down from any of their other running backs the way they've been playing. The only team that I think has a less impressive running back room in the NFL right now is probably the Buffalo Bills. So it's Miami or no play. I want to jump on this. I don't know what's holding me back. Maybe it's the sadness in Jose's eyes when I bet against his New York Jets, but I just can't. I can't pull the trigger on this one. See, such a sad lad. I don't know.
Gambler says Miami went from bums to 8.5-point favorites in 4 weeks. The NFL. We've made a lot of money off the Dolphins the last month. They've been excellent. They've been great to us, and it's been very easy backing them.
I think there's still money to be made here. To be honest with you, this is a surging football team, and my biggest concern for them with regards to COVID isn't the entire running back room. It's Javon Holland. I think Javon Holland is an absolute stud. And if he wasn't a safety, he'd have been drafted much higher than he was. He's a huge steal for Miami. But he's my bigger concern than this running back room that really hasn't done anything anyways.
I don't see. Dennis, I'm surprised by Dennis's comment here saying if it goes down, I'll play the over. Because I don't think that's a garbage time thought here. I love the under in this spot. I love the under. I love banking on Salah to slow down a Dolphins offense that's very pedestrian. And this Dolphins defense has been spectacular. Dennis Garcia said I had success taking these low totals over. My question's on Miami, who is really hit and miss. Thank you, Birdie, but I've made additions that are going to cost me money tonight, and I just wish I had have just sat back and I knew I had the perfect fucking card, even though we lost a wild game. I had the perfect card. And
I like Twatty's look on the Tua pass over props here because he's right. The books haven't quite caught up to how well he's been playing, and I think his number reflects it week in and week out. And I don't see this is where we disagree a little bit there, Jimmy. I don't see Salah being able to slow them down, and not because it's Salah, it's because they just don't have the personnel.
I mean, okay, how much better is the New York Giants defense than the New York Jets defense?
Quite a bit. The New York Giants defense is I think a solid defense. It's their offense that's an embarrassment.
Okay. I don't need to force shit here. I will just put just for my own notes an under with a question mark, or 4 question marks. All right. Let's roll through here.